Alright, I think we are live. So hello Mr. Chernobyl, hello my friend, you are the first one to join in. Hello Mr. Thomas, hello Mr. Hawk, hello Mr. Canola Skies, Mr. Chernobyl again, hello my friend, thank you so much for joining. Mr. Gaming Ally, and Mr. of course Muchalago, Mr. Motorinka, hello my friends, and thank you so much all for joining our Friday live stream. Because tonight is a very special night, because tonight, my friends, we will be testing and driving all the Pikes Peak Hillclimb Challenge cars, the gravel version from 1978, a crazy challenge sponsored and made by our dearest friend, Mr. Belp himself. So, my friends, it will be a great night, a lot of crazy cars, great collection of cars, very different from each other, although the rules were very strict, but we've seen some pretty awesome things, me and Mr. Belp, and I really cannot wait to show you guys what we have in store for tonight. So let's read some of your awesome comments first. Mr. Motorinka says, I took a zip line across a river. Oh, that's awesome. Mr. Gaming Ally said, that moment when you accidentally change your name from Darkish to this thumbnail, but the wrong account, so they have to wait a year. Okay. Mr. Cars42 says, have you practiced your Scandinavian flicks and power slides? Well, a little bit, but not using Mr. Cars42. This is a special thing that I'm gonna show that I'm gonna say right now. Not using the cars for the challenge, using something entirely different, and something that I mentioned. Maybe you have seen a mentioning of it on Discord. A special car that I've been working on. So it will be really awesome. Hello Mr. Neris, hello my friend, thank you so much for joining. Mr. Gaming Ally said, when you sleep but you wake up late to submit. Oh, okay, oh, you're the dude who you were sleeping and you forget to okay, I know who are you. Okay. Alright my friends, so we are in Beam Engine.drive. Now of course we do have great cars in store for tonight. Actually we do have according to my book, 19 accepted cars. Yes, my friends, we did disqualify 5 cars, unfortunately. The details are on my Discord on the announcements page. Unfortunately, these cars were, weren't really perfect. There were actually some mistakes were made with these cars. That's why they got disqualified. But we have 19 cars to try and test. Now, as I mentioned already, I've been practicing, but using not really the cars that you guys made, but something that I will be showing you at the end, a real special beast that you will absolutely enjoy. So basically, this is the list. This is basically the maps that we are going to use. We have the long one, which basically it's impossible, and we have the short one. Now, to be honest, I did forget I don't want to drive like for 3 hours. So I would love to know, guys. I did forget, like, which one of these maps is this? I know that Pikes Peak Gravel is a big fat map, but what's the average time of the gravel short one? Is it like 3 minutes? As I quite remember, it's a 3 minutes map, or is it less? I did forget the average time, because I do have a solution. Yeah. So 3 minutes, let's say 3 minutes per car. So we do have 19 cars, which will take for forever, I guess. Like let's say 3.5 minutes per car, multiply by 19. That means 66 minutes and a half if I don't make any mistakes. So what do you think, my friends? Should we go for it, or should I use my solution? My solution is actually, that's with driving error. So yes, so if my solution is pretty short, but or we can go with this one, which is like, let's do this. All right, we do need some cheering up, guys. So we need to play, and we need to keep on focusing with 19 cars. All right, let's go short. We have a long night ahead of us then. So here's the list of cars basically for tonight. I do still have cars from the previous live stream, but we'll be of course driving them, plus some really awesome things. So let's start first. With the first car tonight. So the first car that we are going to drive tonight, it's called the Highlander Pikes Peak International Hillclimb vehicle. Yes, my friends, the Highlander. Where is this thing? Where is the Highlander? Here we go. Highlander, Highlander. Where is this thing? Where is the here we go. GRC Highlander Pikes Peak International Hillclimb vehicle. Here you go. Single one, early noon. Let's go morning. Oh, yeah, well, let's go morning. Let's go. That's the same thing. Here we go, and hit the play button. All right. It will be really fun, really long night, and really awesome. We do have some really great maps, a very awesome map, and really awesome. So I really cannot wait, guys, to see how your cars will actually drive. Nice music. So let's see. All right, my friends, it will be a very awesome time. I mean, I really love Pikes Peak gravel map. It's one of my all-time favorite maps ever because it's really sweet. Of course, the controller, my friend, not the wheel. The wheel, I'll be flying off a cliff. This is not, of course, Dirt 2. It's pretty much different. So, all right, my friends. So here we are, the first vehicle tonight, which is the Highlander, the GRC Highlander. So, my friends, this thing is running with a 204 horsepower, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. Yes, my friends, a naturally aspirated 3-liter 4-cylinder engine, and goes from 0 to 100 in 7.4 seconds. 204 horsepower. Alright, it will be really awesome. Here's the car with all of its glory. Now the first car is got a star because, well, look at it. Look at this awesome beast. What we have here is a great attention to details, really sweet details. Roll cages in the back, in the cab itself, in the back, in the bed. Great amount of details, hinges, tow hooks, amazing fixtures, amazing things that were done to this car to make it look absolutely beautiful. Look at the dashboard, the gear lever, and everything. Very high detail. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Let's take a brave pill, drink a sip of coffee, and let's see what's what. Here we go. Alright. Alright, not bad. (204 horsepower), 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated, no turbos, none of that. Whoa, okay. Alright, be brave, be brave. We can do it. Here we go. Navigation is not working. That's crap. Alright, so far so good. What do you think about the car, my friends? Alright, here we go. All looks amazing by Mr. Chernobyl. The problem is we don't have a handbrake. The handbrake with the 4x4 system is pretty much useless. So I'm using the regular brakes to make this thing slide. Alright, not bad. The gearing is really not that bad. Wow, the brakes definitely makes this thing shooting to the left. Oh, here we go. Let's see, let's see. Oh, this is the finish line. Oh my god. Wow, okay. Wow, that was... Ooh, 3 minute 30. Alright, not bad. Not bad at all. 3 minute 30.8. Wow, that's actually not bad. I was actually expecting it to be a lot slower. 3 minute 30.8. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm actually surprised. I mean, the GRC actually is pretty nice. I mean, remember, it's a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, so torque, it's actually a good amount of torque, but you know, the gearing definitely helped. The brakes were too sensitive. It was just locking all the time, but it helped actually sliding it around corners. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I actually had fun with it. Right, so the first one is the Grc Highlander. Very, very nice work. Definitely a star when it comes to look. I mean, it looks absolutely dramatic. Very, very nice details. Crazy amount of attention to details with this thing. I'm so happy to see such an amazing, very, very crazy amount of detail on this car. I mean, me and Mr. Belp, we were like amazed when we saw this thing. The amount of details that went with this thing, the amount of fixtures on this car is just mesmerizing. So very, very nice work, my friend. Indeed, absolutely, my friend. Very good work. Mr. Cars 42, if I don't lock the differentials, it will not spin all the tires together at the same speed. So when I push the throttle very hard to spin the tires, each one will spin on its own, which will ruin basically everything. I tried it before and it was crap basically. So, alright my friends, so let's move on with the next car. So according to my book, the next car is called the Valley Motorsport, which means it's all the way down. Where's the... here we go. The Valley Motorsport VTI-8 LWB Mark II TCP 144. This is the second car for tonight. Another awesome star. Let's see. All right. Here we go, my friends. The second car, the Valley Motorsport. Now, the Valley Motorsport actually is running with a 2 liters 4-cylinder turbo, making 200 horsepower. It's obviously all the cars are of 4x4. Goes from 0 to 100 in 7.6 seconds. And as you can see, it got a star because look at it. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. Again, crazy amount of details, roll cage on the inside, racing seats, and look at the vents on that engine. Look at those amazing details. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Remember, gentlemen, I've never driven it before, so excuse any mistakes. Here we go. Not bad so far. Alright, brakes. Second gear. Oh yeah. So second gear is the sliding gear. Okay. Let's try and slide it here. So far, it's not really crazy impressive. I'm struggling with the gears, to be honest. Oh, we lost something. Oops. Shedding weight on the way up. Finish line in sight. Here we go. All right. Oh my lord! 1 second slower. Wow. 3 minutes 31.778. Wow, not bad at all, to be honest. I mean, I did struggle with the gears a little bit because the gearing is actually very short, but I'm actually surprised. I mean, this thing actually performed very well. It's a little bit less powerful. The previous car was 204 horsepower. This is 200 exactly. So, and the gearing, well, they were very short. The previous one had long gears, but yeah, I mean, it's actually a decent car. I'm actually impressed. It looks very, very cool, and it did actually perform very well. And to be honest, I mean, the gearing are very short. The gear ratios are very short, but it's a good car. Nice work, my friend, for the Valley Motorsport creator. Right, so my friends, the third car for tonight, it's called the Phoenix Blizzard. Right, let's see, where is the Phoenix Blizzard? The Phoenix Blizzard, where are you, Phoenix? Ah, here we go. The Phoenix Blizzard 4x4 number 13 Pikes Peak. Alright, let's see. Hello Mr. Hakim, hello my friend, how are you doing? I'm so happy to see you tonight, my friend. Alright, it will be absolutely awesome. So my friends, the Phoenix Blizzard is an amazing car. Absolutely sweet. You'll be seeing why. And it definitely got a star as well. Yes, my friends, we have a third star. In this challenge, we got 3 stars. The Highlander, the Valley Motorsport, and the Phoenix. literally absolutely awesome. I'm happy to see that you are doing fine, Mr. Hakim. So my friends, this is the Phonex Blizzard with all of its glory. Oh, I really appreciate it, Mr. Hakim. You are so awesome. Look at it. Look at this beautiful beast. It's an absolutely awesome thing. So the Phonex is running with a 3-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, making 199 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 8.1 seconds. It's a bit slower, than the previous cars, but who knows what will happen. So let's see what's what. Ooh, not bad. Nice gearing. Yeah, look at that. All right. 199 horsepower. Let's see what these horses can do. There we go. Well, second gear is a bit heavy. Hello, Mr. Diesel. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Might need to shift into first on some corners. Oh my god, our first accident for tonight. All right, so let's try again. Sorry about that. All right, I need to pay attention. I don't want to repeat the car many times. So all right, let's see. Here we go. Oopsie, Mr. Murcielago, sorry. Well, the roll cage definitely helped, so I think I used it. It's not just cosmetic. I actually used it. Nice work. It works. There you go. BeamNG, don't lag. There we go. Whoa. Oops. Scratched the rear bumper. Wow, just by a hair. Your car is too much oversteering, my friend. Yep, the drift tap. This is the third one, Mr. Mini Chris. Yeah, a lot of people are doing interiors, yeah. It's really fun, it's really sweet actually, it's not that difficult. I mean, on some bodies it's impossible, but on many bodies it's actually very fun. So this car actually, I like the engine, it's actually pretty torquey engine. Suspension tune is not bad. The problem is the gear ratios. The first gear is very short. Second gear is very long, which makes going around tight bends quite tricky. Come on. I mean, you have to shift it into first gear to go around the bend, because if you keep it in second, it will just bogs down. There's not much enough torque to keep the wheels spinning, but okay. Alright, so far so good. Alright, finish line in sight. Come on, put the hammer down. Keep it in. Keep it in, never lift. Crossing the line at 141 kilometers per hour. Ho ho ho! Yes! Here we go! So the Phoenix Blizzard shot into first place with 3 minutes 28.925. Wow! And the engine only is making 199 horsepower. And 0 to 100 is 8.1 seconds. It's slower on paper. This thing is a lot slower than the previous two cars, but it was actually not bad. 3 minutes 28.925. Wow, not bad at all. Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. I'm actually happy with it. Look at it. This thing is so much fun. The engine actually is a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, but it performed like very crazy. I like it. It was tuned well. Look at that. Semi-trailing arms in the back, not even solids. And it performed very, very well. Nice work, I'll have to say. It looks good, and it definitely drove very, very, very nicely. Very, very nice work to the Phoenix. Oh, Mr. Murcielago, very nice work, my friend. Absolutely awesome. So far, Mr. Phoenix is, Mr. Murcielago is actually, he's in the first place, which is very, very awesome. Look at the interior in my prototype for light interiors. Yeah, okay. Alright, gentlemen, so the next beast that we have for tonight, it's called the Medusa. The Medusa, it was made by a dear friend of mine, Mr. OME. Yes, my friends, Mr. OME is here tonight, participating with us with his amazing car, the Medusa 2000T. This is the car that he made for us for this challenge. So let's try it and let's see what's what. Mr. OME is back, my friends. All right, my friends. Just a moment, I'm broadcasting now on Twitch. All right, let me just send the link quickly to my friend because he wants to join in. All right, my friends, it will be absolutely awesome. Mr. OME's vehicle, finally. I've been begging him to participate because I love his creations. His creations are like really the best. He made some proper things in the past, but unfortunately he's a very, 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 very busy guy. So when I told him I really want him to participate, and when he said yes, I was like, thank you, because I really miss his awesome cars. So this is his latest creation, the Medusa 2000 GT, a car that was made entirely by using vanilla fixtures. No mods were used whatsoever. Look at it. It looks absolutely funky. 1970s all the way. Basically, yeah, look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. He used this beautiful, you can say Corvette-ish Fiero body, which looks absolutely crazy. And look at it. So, the Medusa is using a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, making 176 horsepower, a little bit low on power, 9.1 seconds from 0 to 100, but it got a thumbs up. Not a star, it got a thumbs up because it looks cool, but unfortunately it performs, or actually on paper, it's not impressive on paper, but it looks amazing. So it got a thumbs up from me and from Mr. Belp, of course. So my friends, I would love to know your opinion about it. Mr. Murcielago says he likes it. Mr. Cars42 said looks like a mix between a road racing Stratos and a Pontiac Fiero. Funky, absolutely correct. So let's see what these 176 horses can do, and let's see what's what. Mr. Chernobyl likes it too. All right, here we go. Oh. Very crazy. Welcome to the 1970s. Here we go. That's rubbish. Okay. Again, it's not gonna be the fastest one here. 176 horsepower only. So, yeah. But at least you'll look great. Yeah, one exhaust is fake, yeah. Come on. Wow, I had to shift down. I had to shift down. The engine is not making enough power. Come on. Come on, slide. Wow. Come on, first gear. Come on, first gear. In a minute, I will scream like Jeremy Power. Come on, power, come on. My goodness. I mean, it looks amazing, but the engine definitely is a deal breaker. And the gear ratios too. Oh my god, first gear lag. Come on, turbo. My lord, the turbo is lagging. Whoa. Look at that! Lag, power! Twin charge vehicles are the best because basically you can put a massive turbo on it, but the supercharger will help at the low end RPM. Then the turbo will kick on and you will drive fast. With basically a very little amount of lag. But putting a massive turbo on a small engine, well, yeah, this is what would happen. Here we go, finish line in sight. Come on, power. All of it, come on. Wow. Oh yeah, you can see that. You can definitely see the problem here. Well, 3 minutes 45.251. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely the engine is a blowout, and of course the gear ratios were not really perfect to keep the engine revving high. Yes, the engine is a little bit laggy, but the gear ratios didn't really help when it comes to keeping the engine revving so it can keep the turbo spooling the gear ratios. Especially the first gear was actually very very heavy. Even first gear, I mean, it bogs down really hard, and then you have to wait for the turbo to spool again, which takes forever. I mean, I love Mr. Omi's creations. He definitely did some really crazy things in the past, and this one actually looks crazy, still looks absolutely beautiful, but yeah, visually yes, but mechanically definitely no. So better luck next time, Mr. OME. I mean, I really cannot wait to see what's your next creation, but you definitely need to work on the mechanics, my friends. All right, my friends. So the next vehicle, it's called the I think something called McNamara or McNamara or whatever. So let's see. I want you to. I think Mr. Bell did spell it for me, but I did forget. Here we go. This one, the MC Namera or the McNamara Fargo PP Cruiser. That's the one. I mean, this thing had a little issue with it, which I'll be showing you in a bit. So let's load it. Yeah, I know, Mr. Chernobyl. It sounds funny. PP Cruiser. I mean, when I heard it at first, I laughed so hard, but all right. So the PP Cruiser. This is basically how it looks. This is a brown 1970s vehicle, as you can see. It looks very good. It looks actually very nice. Apart from this modern rear wing. Me and Mr. Bell, when we saw this modern rear wing, we were like, why? I mean, why using a 2008 rear wing on a 1979 car? So for a moment, this thing actually was going to get disqualified because of that wing. Because, yeah, this is 1978, not 2008. So, okay, so what we have here is, well, the PP Cruiser is running with a 3-liter inline 6 naturally aspirated, 200 horsepower, 7.7 seconds from 0 to 100. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wow, gearing. You will see that, my friend. You will see that, Mr. D's. Whoa. Wow, third gear is so heavy, the engine actually can't move it. Come on, come on. Come on, power! Here we go. Finish line in sight. Come on, power. All of it. Come on. Wow, okay. So the PP Cruiser did it in 3 minutes 36.758. Alright, not bad at all. I was expecting it to be even a lot more slower, but I mean, definitely the gear ratios definitely killed all the performance. But I'm actually surprised. It looks very funky, and it did actually perform better than expected. So I'm genuinely happy with the results. Very, very nice work to the Fargo PP Cruiser, I'll have to say. All right, my friends, so 5 cars in. That means we have 14 to go. According to my book, the next car, it's called the Latuzia Summit. That's the name of it, so let's search for it. The Latuzia... Where is it? Here we go. The Latuzia Summit. Yes, my friends. Alright. So let's see. The Latuzia Summit Runner Pikes Peak Special. This is the one in question. And now, of course, let's load it and let's see what's what. Okay, Mr. Thomas said you disqualified that Panda. It's not mine because some stupid rims that is not one the huge wing and it's luxury rims you did. What? The huge wing was just for fun. The luxury trim? Which luxury trim? Anyway, so Mr. Cosmo says, okay, lad, seems like a big brain CVT supercharger already exists. 19 cars made it. Yes, 19 cars only, my friend. Alright, so let's see what's what. So this is the next car. It's called the Latuzia Summit. 193 horsepower, 1.8 liter 4-cylinder turbo. Let's see, 1.8 4-cylinder turbo, 7.4 seconds from 0 to 100. Now, as you can see, this thing looks absolutely dramatic. A thumbs up indeed, because, I mean, look at the attention to details. Look at that. Pikes Peak International Hillclimb. Look at this other side. Race to the clouds. Yeah. 78. That would be absolutely awesome. So, 193 horsepower, 1.8 4-cylinder turbo. Let's see what's what. Here we go. Yep, definitely. Oh, look at the wobble. My lord, this thing is wobbling. Look at that. Come on. Oh my god. First gear. Looks aggressive, but doesn't really drive aggressive. Come on, first gear. Come on, first gear. Power. Using a 1.8 liter engine, that's not really the best thing. go. Here we go. Come on, power all of it. Come on. Fourth gear. Come on, come on. Keep the hammer down. All right, here we go. Ooh, 3 minutes 39.941. Wow, a lot of you guys said, oh, who said that? Oh, Mr. Belp said it all. He said 3 minutes 39. My goodness, Mr. Belp, you called it. Wow, Mr. Belp, you dude, you called it 3 minutes 39. Wow, indeed. So, okay, so 3 minutes 39. To be honest, I'm actually quite surprised. I mean, the looks is absolutely dramatic, but it performed like very, very, very weird. First of all, the gear ratios. The first gear was so short. Second gear is long. It just bogs down and wants to die, basically, which is very, very, you know, very, very weird. But in general, it was fun to drive. It was quite nice to drive, but very, very wobbly. I think the dampers are extremely soft. Also the sway bars are very, 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 very thin. Maybe not even existed, but it's crazy. It's very crazy. And yes, my friends, these are not leaf springs. This is a solid coil axle in the back. Yeah, solid axle coil, my friend, not leaves. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So that's pretty much for the Lutizia. Very, very nice work. It's really fun to drive-ish, but it looks very cool, actually. So yeah, very nice work. All right, my friends, the next one, it's called the KAG Durifto. I'm not joking, that's the name of it. The KAG Durifto. All right, where is that thing? All right, where is the KAG Durifto? Where is that thing? Now, the problem is I'll have to search for it, and I really cannot see it. There we go. It's where's the K? Here we go. Because it looks a bit, you know, normal. So here we go. Yeah. So my friends, this is the next car. It's called the KAG Durifto HC. So let's no, not reverse. So let's load it and let's talk about it, and of course let's drive it. All right, so let's read some of your awesome comments. Yes, I know there's a search bar, but you have to write the full name, or maybe a little bit of. Maybe I'll try it soon. Let's see. At least do a get a run. The Rifto, a rotary would fit the car then. Yeah. All right. Alright, so this is the vehicle in question. As you can see, it's just a light pickup, and it's actually not bad. It's not missing any fixture at all, and it does look like, you know, it's not really a factory car. Look at the side exhaust and the, you know, and of course the lift kit and all of that. But what's really cool about it is what's under the hood, because the KAG Durifto is running with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, pushing 229 horsepower. Yes, my friends, 229 horsepower out of its 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which is, I mean, when I saw the number at first, I thought to myself, oh lord, this thing actually is a powerhouse. And I was right, it was actually a powerhouse, and it's not laggy in automation. It was actually a very, very, very nice thing. All right. My side exhaust, and now let's see what's what. Aw, come on, turbo lag. First gear is very long. All right. Oh, a lot of oversteer. Needs to be careful. Ooh, a lot of oversteer. Wow, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's like driving on soap. Oh my god, it's actually very fast. It's like driving on soap with a lot of power. But it's very fun. Here we go. Let's focus. Let's focus. Ooh, actually, it's very fast. Look at that. Whoa. Oh, Beam NG, come on. Oh, Beam NG. Oh, man. This thing just froze. Freaking game. Stupid game. Froze and ruined everything. Stupid game. Come on. Ooh, neutral dropping. I like it. Go to neutral. Drop the gear, drop the clutch. Alright, here we go. Let's see what kind of speed we will get. Crossing the finish line. Come on, power, all of it. Come on. Ooh, 154. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Even with that little mistake, and we did 3 minutes 23.390, even with that stupid mistake because the game lagged and forced me to go on that hill. But even with that, 3 minutes 23.390, this thing can actually be much faster than this. Without that mistake, I can actually drop it to 3 minutes 21, maybe 3:20 if I was actually more careful and if I focused even harder. But it is an absolute crazy 239 horsepower, I think, or 29, no, 229 horsepower, sorry, 229 horsepower. Quite surprising. Look at it. It looks like a sleeper pickup. No one would, when you look at this thing on the street, you think, ah, look at that. It's a 90 horsepower boring light pickup. No one would suspect that turbocharged fire-breathing thing under the hood. That was absolutely awesome. Alright, I really had so much fun with this thing. It is an amazing thing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, releasing the clutch, yeah, because it was just bogging down like crazy. So releasing the clutch definitely helped this thing shoot around corners. Nice. It was so fun. It was so much fun. The KAG Dorifto. Nice. Reminds me with Doritos. I like Doritos. Alright, so let's move on with the next beast. Very nice work, Mr. KAG. Absolutely sweet. Right, so the next vehicle, it's called the HPM Hopper something. So let's see what's what. I really had so much fun with this thing. What do you think about it, guys? What do you think about this little red thing? All right, where's the H thing? Here we go. Where's the H? Here we go. The HPM Hopper B Spec. That's the name of it. That's the one. All right. So let's see what we have next. I told you, Mr. Gaming Alley, don't rush yourself. Everything will be great. Really? All right, that's cool. My own spec. Okay, that's nice. So my friends, the next vehicle is called the HPM Hopper B Spec. What we have here is another beast, but it's a different beast because what we have under the hood is a 2-liter turbocharged 5-cylinder engine. Yes, my friends, an inline 5 turbo 2-liter engine pushing 226 horsepower, and it looks absolutely sweet. Look at it and listen to that 5-cylinder humming. Yeah. All right, my friends, it looks absolutely sweet. Now, of course, let's see how this beautiful thing will actually cope on this track. The HPM Hopper B Spec, 226 horses. Wow, wobbles. This thing wobbles so crazy. Wow. Okay, so it's fast. Yes, it's very fast. But it's a very, very shaky fast. Come on, come on. Second gear is our drifting gear. Let's see. Yeah, it just definitely shakes. Come on. Oops. So far, so good. Not bad. on, finish line. Power down, come on, put the power. All of it, come on. Oh yeah. So 3 minutes 31.159. Fourth place. Well, to be honest, it's not bad at all. The engine actually is quite powerful, but the gearing were, I mean, it was a bit, you know, not really perfect. Also, it felt really heavy. For some reason, it felt the engine actually wasn't really moving the body that quickly. Yes, it's a powerful engine, 226 horsepower, but it felt actually heavy. Yeah, it's heavy, yeah. But it does actually look rather nice. It looks very, very dramatic, very nicely well thought out. The engine is powerful, and it's a 5-cylinder. Getting a 5-cylinder under budget is not easy. So, very, very nice work, my friend. Very, very nice work, Mr. Gaming Ally. Very, very nice work indeed. Alright, my friends, it's time to move on with the next beast, because the next beast actually is quite surprising. When I saw that people actually was doing this type of thing that you'll be seeing right now, I was surprised. Thank you, I really appreciate it, Mr. Gaming Ally. Very, very nice work, my friend, indeed. Alright, my friends, the next vehicle, it's called the Hawk. Where are you, Mr. Hawk? Where are you? Here's your car, the Hawk PGHPC 3.0. Yeah, that's the one. Yep, it's your turn, my friend. Let's see what's what. Alright, just a moment, my friends, just a moment. Alright, so just a moment, let me send this message. Alright, my friends, I apologize about that. I was writing a very important message. Right. So, Mr. Hawk, this is your awesome latest creation. So, my friends, this is the Hawk 3.0. And if you are hearing correctly, can you guess the engine? I'm sorry about that, my friends. Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Alright, my friends, I'm waiting for you. I think you are running some ads. Drinking soup, by the way. Noodle soup. It's like a racing driver mid-break drinking or eating soup, actually. All right. So some of you guys said a Boxer 6, some of you said something else. The soup stick. All right. So, if you can hear this correctly, yes, my friends, we have a naturally aspirated V6. Yes, my friends, the Hawk 3.0 is running a 3-liter naturally aspirated V6. Pushing 225 freaking horsepower, goes from 0 to 100 in 7.4 seconds. And as you can see, it looks very funky. Very, very funky. But, naturally aspirated V6. Here we go, V6 power. Alright, here we go. Ooh, shaky car. Ooh, very shaky. Let's see. Oh my god, this thing shakes so much. Alright, first gear actually is impressive. What kind of metal is this? Is it marshmallow or is it a metal? Shaking. Aluminium foil. Wow, it's actually very nice to drive, I'll have to say. It's actually very easy to drive. It's not difficult. The brakes are actually very well thought out. The engine is quite torquey. First gear is the yum yum gear. Look at it. Put it in first. Put your foot hard down and enjoy it. Wow. It's actually very fun to drive. There you go. Let's try again. First gear, slide, put your foot down. Look at it! Wow! Space saver wheel. Space saving spare wheel, maybe. Mr. Belp, my friend, what do you think about the cars so far? Which one was surprising for you more? All right, the final stretch home. Power V6, come on! All of it. Give me all your power. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. 3 minutes 31.564. Definitely is the soup. The soup definitely helped. Very nice work. And I'll take another sip. If you don't mind. Very salty and tasty. Another one, please. Right, very tasty. So the KAG, no, not the KAG Drifter, this is actually the Hawk PG HPC 3.0, actually was pretty sweet, to be honest. This 3 liter V6 actually worked very fine. The gear ratios were actually very fun to drive. I mean, it was very easy to drive. It wasn't difficult at all. Yes, we have solid axles front and rear. Both of them are solid axles, leaf springs, old school ladder chassis, but all of these sacrifices just to put that V6 in place. But it worked perfectly. It was actually very fun to drive and very fun. Absolutely so sweet to drive. So very nice work, I'll have to say. Nice work to Mr. Hawk. Very nice work, my friend. Soup power, yeah. Alright, my friends, so we definitely had so much fun with this thing. And now, of course, let's move on with car number 10, which is, according to my book, oh, Mr. Belp, where are you, my friend? You will love this one. Gentlemen. I love coffee. Of course, I love coffee. Yeah, of course, I love coffee. But because I didn't have lunch so far, John. So I'm having lunch and broadcasting at the same time. Yeah. Mr. Bell, do you remember the boom car? Yeah, definitely it's time for it now. It's time for the boom vehicle. Yep. And yep. It's time for it. It's time for it. We have reached it on the list. Yeah. So let's see what we have next, because the next car, well, it's a very special car. So let's see what's what. It's called, according to my book, where is that thing? Here we go. It's called the Grc Project D4T Mark 22. That's the name of it. It looks very crazy. And now, of course, let's drive it. Ish. Here we go. Right. So okay. Right. So the next card is called the Grc Project Mark 22, and as you can see, it looks absolutely crazy. Look at it. I mean, look at this thing. Yeah, it's an absolute monster. Not only because of its crazy looks, also because it's running with a 2 liters 4-cylinder turbo pushing 238 horsepower. Yes, my friends, 238 freaking horsepower from its 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. Yeah. So 7.1 seconds from 0 to 100, and as I mentioned, very powerful beast. Well, it's surprisingly not laggy. Surprisingly, it's not that laggy. So let's see what's what. Yeah, Mr. Bell, it's time. Wow. My goodness, will it survive? How is that possible? The brakes. What the hell? The brakes. There's something weird going on. Ah, open differential. Ah, oops. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. Okay. No, it's not stable. Open differential. A lot of power. Well, that's a recipe for dying, basically. Look at that, you can't slide it. It just won't slide. Open freaking differential. Look at that. It won't slide. Look at that. That's rubbish. Look. My God. Open differential. Who would use an open differential? My goodness. I'm surprised. Mr. Belb, I'm surprised. How is that possible, Mr. Belb? Come on. Oh my God. Oh yeah. I don't know how's that possible. Oh my god. Understeer. Mr. Bezel handles like front-wheel drive because it's open differential. Freaking hideous differentials. Basically, each wheel is spinning on its own, which is very crap. Look at that. It's like one-wheel drive. My goodness, come on. Look at that. That's rubbish. That is rubbish. Come on, slide. My god, this thing is hideous. Come on, oh my god, understeer, understeer, understeer! Well, we crossed the line, but, well, we crossed it in a very, very weird way. Anyway, so, yes, we totaled this thing, but to be honest, it's not really a big of a loss because open freaking differentials. My friend, who would use an open differential in a 4x4 vehicle? That's weird. That's weird. I mean, each wheel is spinning on its own. Every time you slide it, you force it to slide, and when it starts sliding, you put your foot down to continue the slide. It just stops sliding. It just continues forward, which is like the worst thing ever. Yeah, definitely the worst finished ever. But still, you know, 3 minutes 36.962. Well, I was expecting it to be even slower, but because of this engine, because of this powerful engine, this thing actually is, you know, it did put on a good show, 3 minutes 36, but I promise you, if this thing had lockable differentials, this thing will just be flying, and I mean it, it will be flying up this, of course, hill climb. Yes, I know the ride height is crazy. Yes, I know the tires are not perfect for the current ride height, but if you can actually lock the differentials, this thing will be a proper monster. It has the power, has the brakes, has the gearing, has everything ready, but every wheel right now, it's just spinning on its own. Every wheel, like a little bit the left one spin, a little bit the right one spin. Just no one knows what this thing will do, and just a catastrophic understeer all the time when you are just smashing the throttle. And well, the results of that, well, it's, yeah. That's the result of that. So better luck next time to the Draco Project D4T. I was really expecting this thing to explode because me and Mr. Belp, we were actually waiting for this thing to explode, because in automation the cooling for the engine is on 0, and I'm not joking, it was on 0. And when I saw that, and this thing actually, and I'm not joking guys, I swear I'm not joking. This thing is getting 43.5 of boost. Basically, the boost slider maxed out all the way to the top. No, because Mr. Mochalago, we didn't mention anything about cooling capacity. We left it to you guys, and obviously any car that will overheat, it will explode, it will get disqualified in BeamNG. But we were hoping, or not really hoping, we were actually waiting for this thing to blow up, because max boost, and I do really mean it, max boost and zero cooling. So basically it was a recipe for death. But apparently it didn't explode, but it did do this at the end, thanks to its weird differentials. But still, yeah, it did the whole track uphill, Mr. Canola. I don't know how is that possible. Maybe it was cooled by, I don't know, dust. Anyway, so this is basically the Draco thing, which was very crazy. And now, of course, it's time to take a sip of soup. And to move on with the next beast. All right, Mr. Belp, it's your card next. So, gentlemen, prepare yourself for the next beast made by Mr. Belp himself, which is called, according to my book, where is this thing? Aha! The Dirtsun S30 260. Yes, my friends. Yep, we will be driving a Datsun up the hill. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, my friends, the next car was made by our dearest friend and the sponsor of this challenge, which is, of course, Mr. Belp. This is his own car. It's called the Dirtsun, S30 260. This thing is running with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. I know, it's surprising. And it's pushing 232 horsepower. 232 freaking horsepower, and 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds. Look at it. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. It's definitely got a thumbs up because it looks dramatic and it should drive dramatic. So let's see what's what. Here we go. Yeah. Come on, S30. Let's go up the hill in style. Here we go. Here we go. final stretch. Come on, power, all of it, come on. Oh, yeah. 3 minutes 21.842. Wow, 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 wow. Indeed, the Datsun, or the Dirtsun actually, S30 260. Wow, I mean, this thing is just, oh love, my lord. I'm sorry, Mr. Diz. I'm sorry, Mr. Diz. Not your pickup is an absolute beast, really. It's an absolute monster. I mean, it is an absolutely beautiful. Yes, it's not a 240. It's 260, as Mr. Bell called it, or the Dirtsun S30. But it's a beast. It's a proper beast. That 4-cylinder is actually working very, very, very well. The gear ratios, the suspension, the brakes, everything worked perfectly, like a perfect harmony, in perfect harmony, which was an absolutely perfect. I mean, I really had so much fun. The pickup, the second one, which is the KAG Drifter, it was a brilliant, surprise, because it looked basic, but it was driving like a crazy thing. And then this thing came along, and everything like was perfect. Everything. I mean, it was so fun to drive. It was really fun to drive. I mean, the gear ratios, it felt very nice to drive. No problem, no drama. It didn't feel, dangerous. It felt perfect. I know, I did some mistakes going up the hill. Of course, I'm not the best racing driver, but of course, I had so much fun with both these things, the truck and the light truck, and of course the Dirtsun, which was very, very fun. I really had so much fun. Really, really cool, awesome times. Very, 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 very nice work, my friends, indeed. Very, very cool work. Alright, my friends, definitely these two times are like really crazy. And now, of course, it's time to move on. The soup stick, yeah. Alright. I really appreciate every moment you spent on your cars, my friend. Each one of those 24 cars that I downloaded for this challenge, I really appreciate every single moment you guys spent on making them. Every single moment. Thank you so much from all of my heart for sending them. All right, my friends. The next car that we are going to drive, it's called the Catan Interpida. That's the name of it. I think it was made by our dearest friend, Mr. Spazzy. So, Mr. Spazzy, if you are watching, your car is next. Here we go. Where's the Catan? Where are you, Catan? Here we go. The Catan Interpida. That's the name of it. Here it is with all of its glory. Let's load it and let's see what's what. Well, Mr. Mernon, we have 19 cars. I'm not sure. This car is number what? Number 11 or number 10, this one? Soup. Well, judging by the noises coming out of the exhaust, yeah, you definitely know what kind of an engine this thing is. Right, so the next car is called the Catan Interpida. This thing is running with a 3 liters V6 naturally aspirated, pushing 200 horsepower, 7.9 seconds from 0 to 100. And here it is with all of its glory. Alright, it looks actually very sweet. Oh. Oh my god, it's the same story. It's the same story. Open differentials. Oh lord. Oh my god, open differentials. catastrophic understeer. What? Badged V8? No, it's badged V6, my friend. V6 4x4. Look at it. Alright. Whoa! My lord, this thing is crazy. Yep, that's correct, Mr. Muchalago. That is 100% correct. Look at that open differential. It's just hopeless. Yeah, 924, yeah. Go the final stretch, come on, 200 horsepower, V6, come on, and across the line doing 135. Ooh, not bad at all. 3 minutes 32.176. I know this thing actually is yeah, a lot of pointless spinning, yeah, a lot of, well, because of the open differentials. I mean, yes, I know this one is running an open differential, but because it was lower than that boom car with that crazy monster truck ride height, this thing is lower. It's the suspension is a lot better. Obviously the engine is not bad. The gear ratios actually are very pretty and everything is good except for the part of using these stupid open differential. If this thing had a lockable differential, wow, this thing will be a much faster than this, much faster. But unfortunately the open differential definitely spoiled the fun. Definitely, it was just spinning its tires, you know, pointlessly at the wrong time, at the wrong place. I was just throwing it. I was throwing it sideways just to keep it, just to make it corner. I was using the brakes just to make it slide before I even used the throttle, and then every time I used the throttle, it just straightened itself out, and it was like really hopeless. Hopeless. Yeah. The highest TCP, as I quite remember, was 186 TCP, my friends. 186 TCP by, of course, by Mr. Gaming Ally. Yours, yeah, yours basically. Yeah, 186 TCP. Yeah, which was your HP something. Where's the HP something? Here we go. HPM Hopper in 5th place. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, so after the Catan, which was good actually, to be honest, it looked very good. It looks very good. It really looked very nicely, and it drove surprisingly well, even with those open diffs. But it's fine. It's very fun. Right. So let's move on with the next beast. As you can see, we finished 12 cars, which means we still have around 7 cars to go through. Alright, my friends, the next car is called the Kassan Revenge. And I'm not joking, that's the name of it. The Kassan Revenge. Here we go. Yeah, this blue beast of a vehicle, the Kassan Revenge. Let's load it and let's see what's what. Just a moment, my friends, just a moment. I'm sending an important message. Alright, my friends, here we go. So the next car is called the Kassan Revenge. 3-liter V6, naturally aspirated, 195 horsepower, and it looks basically like a muscle car. Look at it! It's a beast of a car. It's very long. It is... yeah. Look at it. Well, sure, Mr. D's. Sure, of course, yeah. Alright, so it looks, as you can see, very crazy. It's a long 1970s muscle car, late 70s, early 80s looking muscle car. And the Kassan, as I mentioned, 3-liter V6 naturally aspirated, 195 horses with 8 seconds from 0 to 100. So, let's, oh my god, open differential. Again. Well, hello, Mr. Clyde. Hello, my friend. How are you doing, Mr. Clyde? Or Mr. Freeman? Yeah. It's very relaxing. I'm actually feeling relaxed with this car. Yes, it's very loud, but I'm actually relaxed. Yeah. Especially when you make your own car, my friend. I mean, it's a big car. It's not even a small car, but I have mod tracks, my friend, because we make our own cars. We do make our own cars, Mr. Freeman. I have modded a lot of modded tracks. Basically, this is a modded track, this one. Try that soon. All right, come on, final stretch. Wow, I'm surprised actually. Ninth place, 3 minutes 34.876. I'm actually surprised by this thing. So look at that. Mr. Gaming said, so you stuff your soup with caffeine and well, no, it's just a regular. Okay, I mean it's really fun. I mean, if I get a nice car, I'll definitely fly. How much cars to go? Okay, right now we are at 13, so we still have around six cars. Wow, definitely a good soup. So I'm actually surprised by this big car because it's a muscle car body, as you can see. And I can see some muscle car fixtures, and that V6 actually, it's not bad. I mean, let me show you something cool because this is a funky looking V6. I don't know if I can actually. Here we go. I can. Here we go. I can alt and. How can I adjust the speed? Here we go. All right, guys, let me show you something cool. Yeah, here we go. Look at the engine. Look at that. It's basically, this is a double overhead camshaft, 90 degrees V6, but it's running 2 valves per cylinder, which gave it this beautiful, cylinder head cover, as you can see, or head covers. And he went with mechanical fuel injection throttle per cylinder, which gave this thing a very crazy looks. Look at it. Look at the airbox and the throttles and this beautiful cylinder head cover. It's just a beautiful thing. Yeah, silvery all the way. Silver intake, silver valve covers, silver obviously headers, which is very awesome. So it was very crazy car, and especially the engine. And I'm happy to say it was actually very fun to drive, very relaxing. It wasn't really that difficult at all, but. Mr. Gaming. All right, dude. So let's see, guys. We drove 3 cars, but that means 6 to go. All right. Now the next one actually is pretty special. The next one because it's called the Bluebell Rebel 2. Yep, my friends. Yes, my friends. The Bluebell Rebel 2, which is this one. Yes, my friends. This one indeed. So let's load it and let's see what's what. Alright, my friends, look at this beast. Look at it. So what we have here is the Bluebell Rebel 2. Right, this thing is pushing 181 horsepower using a 3-liter naturally aspirated V6, 8.1 seconds from 0 to 100. And it definitely got a thumbs up because look at it. It looks absolutely sweet. Sweet all the way. And we are not running fake exhaust. Yep. Twin exhaust pipes and everything. Look at it. Look at the badge. Well, the power, yes, the power is a bit less, but let's see. Finally. Lockable differentials, finally. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, the fog light definitely is shaking. Yep, yep. Not bad so far. Alright, the final stretch, here we go. Oh, where are we? Oh my lord. Wow, I mean, wow, I really felt it. I really felt it. 3 minutes 43.173. The blue pill revenge, it's not really a revenge vehicle at all. I mean, yeah, I mean, yes, I know it's a V6. I know it's pushing 200, or actually not 200 horsepower, but actually pushing 181, which is very low. The gearing definitely didn't help at all. The gearing was actually not, helping the engine to push all of its power, and also the car felt heavy. 181 horsepower. It's not really enough, unfortunately. Going with a 2-liter turbocharged engine might be a better option because you will get a little bit more torque. Definitely, it will help with the heavy weight, but it looks great. It definitely looks great, but I'm not really impressed with the performance, but I like it. I like the looks of it. It looks absolutely beautiful. This thing with the V8, remove this V6, which is very low on power, put a V8 in it. Same thing, same car, same suspension, same everything, and it will just fly on that hill with a big 6-liter V8 engine, big fat carburetor on it. It will just fly on that uphill. But unfortunately, this V6 has no future in this car, unfortunately. But I like it. I genuinely like this thing. Very, very nice work, my friend. Indeed, very, very nice work, dude. Don't worry about it. It's a very nice car, Mr. Canola. Very, very sweet, my friend. All right, my friends. So after the Blue Bill Rebel 2, we have the next car, which is called the Avito something. Let's see, which is a little bit, disappointing when it comes to power. But let's see. So the next car, it's called the where is it? Here we go. The Avito Autodale something 600 something V177. Right. Let's load it. Alright, my friends, here we go. Now, the next car is very, very, very special. Well, because look at it. It looks absolutely crazy. It's a small, very, very compact, hatchback. And you know what kind of body we have. But look at those taillights. Okay, I'm waiting for you guys. Don't worry, I'm waiting for you. Soup. All right, my friends. So look at this beast here. Look at those beautiful, crazy taillights. Look at those taillights. They look absolutely crazy. Jerry cans and everything. On the front. Wow, look at that. Yeah, definitely. Alright, my friends, let's see what's what, because this thing is running with 177 horsepower, 3-liter V6, again, naturally aspirated, 7.9 seconds from 0 to 100. Alright, here you go. Let's see. Oh, come on. Come on. My god, the first gear is so long. My god, first gear goes up to 100 kilometers per hour. This is first gear, by the way. Come on, engine, push that first gear. The brakes are so sensitive, they are locking immediately. It's like turbo lag, but naturally aspirated. How is that possible? Early VTech. My god. Look at it! The engine will just die. One gear all the way. One gear from the beginning to the end. That's hideous. Ah, second gear. Can we go to third? Ah, for 1 second only. And it's in the 9th place, doing 3 minutes 33.3. Everything is just 3, which is very cool. Alright, so it's really not that bad. I know the gear ratios are definitely rubbish, really rubbish. And yeah, first gear all the way, that poor clutch, that poor first gear, all the work, all that hard work was just on that first gear. Poor first gear. So the car looks absolutely crazy, really crazy looking. I mean, when I saw this body, that someone actually used this body for this challenge, I was like stumped, because I mean, I never thought that, but apparently they did, and they shoved a V6 in it, a 3 liter, which is actually a big of an engine for this body, and it worked. This thing worked actually very, very well, but the gearbox was rubbish, really. But everything else around it was great, surprisingly great. Alright, so very, very nice work to the Avito Otterdale something 600. Very, very nice work, my friend. You need a different gearbox, and this thing will be a proper beast, really. Right, so the next card's called the something Scorpio, the Arcnet, I think, the Archnet or something like this. So it's loaded, which is this one. This one, the Arcnet, I think the Arcnet Scorpio Pikes Peak 2. Alright, let's load it. Overdrive for 1,000 miles per gallon runs. Wow. Okay. Ooh, yeah. You will love this one, guys. You will love this one, because listen to it. Can you guess the engine? Can you guess the engine? Alright, some of you guys did guess it, which is, yes, it's a Boxer for engine. Yes, my friends, it's a Boxer for engine. Just a moment, guys, just a moment. Just a moment, guys, just a moment. Alright. I will now here. Alright, here we go. Just a moment, guys, I'm doing something on my phone quickly. Friday live stream. Alright, alright my friends, here we go. Alright, here we go. So, as I mentioned, yes, some of you guys did guess this engine correctly, which is, yes, it's a Boxer 4 engine. This thing is running with a 3 liters Boxer 4 naturally aspirated engine with 183 horsepower and 0 to 100 in 8.2 seconds. Ordering some... I'm not sure, Mr. Machalago. Let's find out. Here we go. Ooh, lockable. Come on, come on. Here we go. And yes, we have an interior, by the way. I don't know if you haven't checked, but yes, we do have an interior. Test. First gear is our beloved. Oopsie. Here we go. Shifting to first gear. Yeah. Yeah. That looks absolutely sweet. Come on, come on. First gear, come on. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Going up the hill. Come on, first gear. Come on, baby. Here we go. That Boxer 6. No, it's not the Boxer 4. Sounds amazing. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. Come on, engine. There we go, and across the line. My lord, look at that. 3 minutes 40.0 exactly. Wow, look at it. It's an absolute beast. It's an absolute beast. 3 minutes 40.0 dead. That is absolutely crazy. Wow. I mean, I'm not bad actually for a naturally aspirated Boxer 4 engine. It did actually perform very well and it sounded very nicely indeed. Absolutely crazy. and I'm so happy with the result. It is an absolutely crazy. Look at that. I mean, 3 minutes 40. I know it's not really, you know, a fast time at all. It's actually a slow time, but it's beautiful to hear. I mean, at least you can actually drive it fast, and you can actually enjoy the, you know, the rumbling sound, which is like a very awesome. And yeah, just like a bike. Yeah, just like a bike, because you know it's a Boxer 4. It sounds like a V-twin engine. Yeah, I always say this. Because on idle, this thing sounds like a V-twin engine, which is very sweet. Like the best thing ever. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's about cars. It's about cars, my friends. Yes. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. It is an absolutely cool car. I'm so happy to drive it. I mean, it's not you know, it's not as crazy as other cars, but it sounds really good. Yeah. All right, so let's move on with the next car, which is, of course, according to my book, it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll try to find it. So let's see. I'm not joking, that's the name of it. It's very weird, so I'll try to pronounce it. Which is called, it's in the S area, maybe Satsuki or something like this. So here you go. Let's see. I think the one that I'm looking for is, here we go. It's called the Sakurai, the Sakurai Rally SLHC, which is very awesome. All right, so this is the car that we actually, me and Mr. Belp, we actually struggled a little bit to allow it in because you know it's it's very special. It's very special to, you know, to look at. I was actually looking at the fixtures that was actually putting on this thing, and I wasn't really impressed. Me and Mr. Belp, we actually you know, struggled a little bit in allowing it in. So let's try. Here we go. Let's play it and let's see what's what. Yeah, so let's see. Here we go. Let's see. It's about cars. Yeah. All right. So let's see. The soup stick. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. Alright, I want to put my phone here down. Alright, let's see, here we go. Alright, my friends, so this is a very special vehicle. As I mentioned, it's called the Sakurai something, and the reason that why this thing is special, because, well, look at it. Just look at it. I mean, look at this side here. It says number 78, badges. Everything is looking very nice from this side, which is very cool. I like it. But when you move on to the second side, which is, well, yeah, I don't like to see that. I genuinely don't like to see that, because, I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but mirroring stuff, you know, from side to another side is just very, you know, I'm very, you know, lazy, to be honest with you. You know, I'm not really impressed by mirroring stuff from left to right. So here we go. So let's see what's what. So what we have here is a 148 horsepower, 1.6 liter 4-cylinder turbo. Yes, my friends, 1.6 liters 4-cylinder turbo, 148 horsepower, 8.9 seconds from 0 to 100. So as I mentioned, the front, it's not that bad, but mirroring stuff, no, that's not my thing. I don't like to see this, unfortunately, but I think we'll have to wait and see how this thing will drive. Here we go. Here we go. As you can see, acceleration is not that crazy. And well, yeah, definitely that sub 10% wheel spin, definitely. It's not pleasant at all. Well, it drives. It drives. It's not, you know, it's not. Wow. Nope, it's definitely not an option. By the way, when it starts, when automation allows all-wheel drive, which year? Which year actually automation does allow you know, all-wheel drive? What year? All right. '80s, okay. All right, Mr. Nair. All right, Mr. Nair Powell. Guys, I have a surprise for you. Well, it's a viewer-made car. It's a viewer-made car, Mr. Nair Powell. Mr. Nair Powell. Well, it's not bad actually. Nope. I'm driving on a controller, my friend, a variable controller. Similar to it. Similar to an Xbox controller, it's actually a Logitech controller. Logitech controller. Yeah, Logitech controller. And yeah, it's basically has similar Xbox buttons, the X, the Y, and the B and the A, the two you know, analog sticks, and the buttons and everything, and those variable controller. Well, it was actually surprisingly cheap, Mr. Murcielago. It was surprisingly cheap. I think around, I don't know, $20, something like this. I think, and I bought it long time ago, long time ago. So it wasn't really that expensive, and it works perfectly. I mean, this thing has no vibrators at all inside. There's no vibration. It's just a controller basically, and it works fine. It works really, 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 really fine. So as you can see, what we scored here is, well, yeah, the slowest time at all. As you can see, the slowest time in the bunch, which is 3 minutes 48, as you can see, which is you know, not really that you know, brilliant, but it worked. It worked well. I mean, I wasn't really impressed with the driving, but it worked very, very well. Let's see. No, guys. Hello, no. We don't say these things, guys. Yeah, we respect each other here. Okay, we don't say these things. I mean, I know what people do with these stuff, but no, I'm talking about the controller. All right, so as you can see, unfortunately, the slowest car so far is the Sakurai Rally SLHC, which is yeah, it's not really impressive, but you know, the looks definitely wasn't that great, unfortunately, but it drove nicely. It was actually it drove, but I'm not impressed too much. The gear ratios were a bit long, and the engine is not really pushing all of its power, and of course the looks wasn't really my thing, but it's not bad, so better luck next time to the creator. All right, yes, definitely, Mr. Days, yes, definitely. It needs more power, baby. Yeah. All right, let's move on with the next beast, because according to my book, the next car is called, and I'm not joking, it's called the Furd. I'm not joking. F-U-R-D. F-U-R-D. It's called. Oh, thank you for the awesome follow-up. I really appreciate it. So yes, the Furd Esport. That's the name of it, and I'm not joking. Where is it? Where is this fake? Ah, here we go. I'm not joking. It's called Furd Esport. Yep, the Furd Esport. That's the name of it. Let's load it and let's see what's what. Donut Media, my favorite awesome channel. Also, they do create some really awesome things on Snapchat as well. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, definitely, I can see that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Michelago. Oh Lord, yeah. Wait a minute. Where is the second exhaust? Where's the second exhaust pipe? Wow. So what we have here is a 3-liter V6 naturally aspirated, 220 freaking horsepower. 220 freaking horsepower. Yes, 7 seconds from 0 to 100. So here we go. Here we go. Wow. Whoa, that's not bad. That's not bad. crazy thing. All right, here we go. Wow, that's not bad. That is an absolute beast. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's very fun to drive. Yes, Mr. Canola, very, very, very fun. Very, very, very fun. Yeah. Go for it. Go and across the line. Oh Lord, 3 minutes 28.103. Yes, my friends, the new third place car. 3 minutes 28.103. Wow, scoring bronze just like that. Oh yeah. Wow, what a result. 3 minutes 28.103. What a crazy, absolutely crazy result. I'm actually impressed with this thing. It may sound like a fake Ford, but it definitely performs very, very, very well. I'm actually very, very, very surprised with this thing. Absolutely awesome. So let's move on with the final car. Very, very nice work, Mr. For the creator of the, of course, of the fake Ford or the Ford. Alright, let's move on with the next beast, which is of course actually the final beast for tonight, which is called the Deary Victor. Yes, Victor, I think. So let's move on with it and let's see what's what. Where's the Deary Victor? Where are you? Aha. This is the final, my friend. This is the final car tonight. The Deary Victor Gravel V6, and I promise you guys, the people, for everyone that will stick around, everyone that will stick around and watch, I will be showing you a special run vehicle, the number 20th car, because we have 19 cars and the number 20th, it's not a challenge car, it's a crazy car that I made recently and I want to try it on the same track. So let's drive the Deary Victor first and let's see what's what. Alright my friends, so the final car for tonight, it's called the Deary Victor 210 horsepower, 3 liter naturally aspirated V6 and 0 to 100 in 8.6 of a second. Look at it. Yeah. Here we go. shaky. Very laggy, okay. First gear. Alright, not bad so far. You know what I mean? It's not really lag. It's just like this thing bogs down. Here we go. Well, I think low quality body, or they forgot to bolt the body down at the factory or at the garage. Alright, my friends, here we go. Come on, the final stretch, come on. Well, wow, 3 minutes 44.486. Okay, and that means, my friends, these are all the results for tonight's challenge, the 1978 Pikes Peak Gravel Hill Climb Challenge, sponsored by our dearest friend, Mr. Belp himself. Yes, my friends, it's all. That's all. These basically are all the results of this challenge, and that means, of course, in the first place, the winner, the fastest car in this challenge is, well, the creator of this of his own challenge, Mr. Belp, with his amazing car, the Dirtson S30 260. Yeah, that's really very cool. But since this is Mr. Belp's his own challenge, and because he won his own challenge, that means I'll be giving the prize not only for Mr. Belp, you know, because he won with a brilliant time. I will also give it to the KAG Durifto HC creator, because of course, basically, I mean, it's fair this way, because I can't just, you know, give the prize to the creator. I need to give it to the people that actually, you know, worked hard on their vehicles, and of course the second fastest time is of course goes for the KAG Drifto. This thing will only happen if the creator of any challenge wins his own challenge. Then I'll give the prize also to the second fastest car. But if we have a regular winner, then of course the prize will go to a single dude. And of course that means congratulations to Mr. Bell. Thank you so much for your awesome challenge, and congratulations on winning it with your own awesome thing. It's called Dirtson S30. And of course congratulations to Mr. Diz. Mr. Diz not, or actually not Diz, not the creator of the KAG Drifto HC with a brilliant time of 3 minutes 23.390. Very, very nice work to the creator of the KAG. Very, very nice work, my friend, indeed. And congratulations for both of you, my friends. All right, and that means that, okay, let me just take a sip of soup. Right, and that means now I'm gonna need to show you something really, really, really special. All right, it's the special moment now, my friends. A really special moment, because lately or recently I've actually announced on my Discord that I'm working on a very, very, very special real life replica build car on my own, because the recipe is complete. I've seen the correct body for it in automation, and I thought to myself, I need to do it. I need to have this car in my game. I need to create it, make it, and of course put it on my Patreon so everyone can actually enjoy it. So here's the car in question, and this is only special for you guys because you stuck around until the end of the testing stream. So the car in question is the 2007 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9. Yes, my friends, replica in automation game. Yes, my friends, I worked on it and it's ready to run. So let's load it and let's do a testing run with it. A test run with it. Awesome. So everything is absolutely replicated. Everything is absolutely replicated. Engine, gearbox, brakes, tires, suspension, ratios, everything is absolutely identical and replicated correctly in automation game. All the numbers, everything is ready to run and ready to rock, my friends. So what we have here is a thank you. Yeah, the idling sound is, well, this is automation. This is the MNG. So what we have here is a 280 horsepower, the legendary 4-cylinder turbocharged 2-liter engine, all-wheel drive, 6-speed manual gearbox. It's ready to run, my friends. So let's see what's what. Here we go. Let's see how much time this thing will take. And we have a handbrake. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. So we have a handbrake, so we can actually use. I hope I don't crash it. This car weighs 1.4 tons, so it's not light as the previous cars, but we do have modern brakes. You have modern brakes, modern tires, modern everything. So here we go. Well, we have many stars. I can't give. Well, you know what? I'll see what I can do. Oops, I did log down a little bit. I shifted the wrong gear. Oh, I need to shift the first gear. Yeah, look at that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I also liked it in Need for Speed Most Wanted. I like the Evo. The Evo is an awesome car. Oops, my bad. Oopsie, my bad. I don't want to crash you. I don't want to crash you. I don't want to crash you. I'm being super careful. Oh, that was crazy. And across the line. Oh yeah. I mean, of course, I'm not competing against you know, 1978 cars. Of course, this one is running more power, 285 horsepower, but it's a bit heavier. This thing weighs 1,400 kilograms. You know, 400 kilograms heavier, and well, yeah, it's definitely heavier. But you know, of course, we have modern tires, modern suspension, modern everything. To be honest, Mr. Diz, not actually. This is the stock ride height. I took the stock ride height, the correct one from the internet. Also the tires, the correct size, the brakes, everything is absolutely identical. But for some reason, it scrapes really hard in BeamNG. Look at it. You see these stupid nods? You see these stupid nods underneath it? You see these? These are the ones that are actually scratching, or you know, look at it. Look at these stupid nods. Look at them. They are like, look at that. They are making like a line underneath it. Look at that. They are like in a line basically. Look at that. Which is crap. I mean, it just hits everything. Everything. Look at it. You see these stupid nodes? Look at them. Just scrapes the ground all the time, basically. So yeah, this is basically an automation mistake, but I really had so much fun, really. Look at this thing. Look at that, doing 150 on gravel, 60. Oops, my bad. Whoa, I don't want to destroy you. Wow, that was scary. I definitely need to make a rally version of it, definitely. With soft suspension, racing gearbox, more power, more speed. I definitely need to make that. Whoa. Alright, so congratulations by the way to the winners of this challenge. I really had so much fun driving all of your awesome cars, and of course congratulations on winning the Alina pickup, my own design prize car of this challenge. And well, look at it. Congratulations on winning it, and thank you so much for participating in this awesome challenge. I really had so much fun with the rules and with your awesome cars, of course, and the judging, because me and Mr. Bell, we actually judged the cars. Like, we finished judging half an hour before I started the stream. So basically the results are extremely fresh out of the market, and I really had so much fun with it. Well, right now, my friend, it's getting really late, and I really want to talk to my parents quickly. So yeah, maybe on the next one. I mean, yeah, because tonight I didn't download any of your cars for the Friday live stream, but on the next one, of course, I'll be downloading everything. So of course it will be absolutely awesome, and I really cannot wait for you guys, and I really cannot wait to start the next sponsored, of course, challenge, because we do have another awesome sponsored challenge made by an awesome guy. So I definitely get to work on it. I'll take the rules and start to work on it. It will be absolutely awesome. So yes, that's pretty much it, my friends. I thank you so much from all of my heart for joining our Friday live stream. I really had so much fun, reviewing and driving all of your amazing cars, and I hope to see you very soon, guys, with more new videos and more new awesome challenges and more crazy things very soon. Of course, soon I'll start to work on the next challenge and a special video for the Evo 9 replica, and it will be very special video for it. I have a crazy idea for that, and I would really love to make it happen. So thank you so much, my friends, for joining tonight. Big thanks for everyone for joining. I thank you so much from all of my heart. Mr. Gaming Ally, Mr. Canola, Mr. Mushalago, Mr. Cars42, Mr. Mernin, Mr. Let's see who else joined. Mr. Spazi, Mr. Belt, thank you so much for your awesome and amazing challenge and for helping me judge all the cars. And I'll be, guys, seeing you very soon. Mr. Diz also, thank you so much, my friend, from all of my heart. And I will see you guys very soon. Oh, I really appreciate, guys, everything you do for me, and of course for becoming my patron on my Patreon channel, so you can download all of my cars and everything, and for supporting this channel, making everything happen. Thank you so much from all of my heart, and I would love, guys, to give you more and more. And with your awesome support, especially during these difficult times, I'm definitely getting so much motivated by you guys for supporting me, and to give you more content, more challenges, more crazy cars, and I will be seeing you guys very soon. So big thanks for you. Also, thanks, Mr. Hakim, for joining us. You are so awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. And I will, guys, see you very soon. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Keep creating amazing cars. And good night and goodbye for all of you, my friends.